All right, so last video we talked about Shannon Sharp leaving, right? So I think it's only right that we focus a little bit on Skip Bayless also and on his future and on the future of Undisputed because Skip is still under contract and just out of pride alone, I do not see Skip Bayless also requesting a buyout and leaving. He's top dog at the FS1 and unless he's actually going to retire because the man is quite old, he's still going to try and carry that ship. And how can he do that? Skip Bayless, I believe, by himself. I'm not even going to throw dirt on his name like that. We all know about his wild takes. We all know about the LeBron hate, the Jokic hate, the Luka hate, all that stuff. You know, the Michael Jordan fanboyism, all that. But Skip, at the core, is still a good analyst, in my opinion, and a good entertainer. You can see that when Skips actually discusses a topic in which he really doesn't have a horse in the race, and you can see that he can break down the game pretty decently. He's not amazing, but he does a good enough job. He's also an OG in this game, so some people will still check for him, give him a chance when Shannon's leave in the beginning. So, but he has to come right. I will definitely watch the first Undisputed episode just to see the dynamic without Shannon. But yeah, man, if it's not good, I'm just never going to tune in again. That's what's going to happen. And Shannon leaving is just a tough blow for him because I believe that Shannon Sharp just brought amazing balance to the show, first of all, with him pretty much disagreeing with everything on Skip and making it look real, not scripted, because sometimes they can bring a guy on the show and it just feels like he's here to disagree, but he doesn't really feel and believe what he says. Shannon Sharp really was a big fan of LeBron James. He really is a fan of Jokic, and you know we can keep going, right? For the football season, the kind of hate about Tom Brady is genuine, all that, you know. So Shannon Sharp brought all this. He also brought the athlete's perspective. He also, as important as it is or not for some of y'all on TV, he's black. So, you know, he brought that balance too. He represented the black community on TV also. The entertainment, the energy and everything. And I believe that Shannon Sharp was actually making Skip look way more likable than what he actually is. Same with Stephen A. Smith. Shannon Sharp had the energy to actually bring out some fun out of Skip Bayless. But without Shannon, if you've watched Skip actually on his podcast and anything, it's not that the content is bad, it's that the shit is just boring, quite frankly. So the co-hosts that they will choose for Skip Bayless will be key. And I just don't see who can do that. Chris Broussard would be okay, but he already has a lot going on, so I don't know. Rob Parker, no, I'm not tuning into watch Skip and Rob Parker on FS1. Marcellus Wiley could have worked, in my opinion, but I think he's done with mainstream sports media. But everybody has his price, so they need to holler at him. I think the most obvious answer at FS1 with the current roster that they have would be Emmanuel Acho. But the show just wouldn't be as good, but it would be decent enough to be watchable. Because Emmanuel Acho, he kind of toned it down. On the new show on Speak. Speak is still good in my opinion, but with Marcellus Wiley, when it was really a one-on-one type of dynamic, they would go at it and have some fun moments. So maybe that, but it probably still won't be enough. So I don't know for Skip Bayless, man, what he does. Maybe he tries the Stephen A. Smith route, you know, with rotating guests on the show and everything. But for that, you have to be likable enough. The guests have to like you enough to actually come. Stephen A. Smith, at least in the industry, people fuck with him. So he can pretty much bring anyone on the show. Skip, that's not the case. It's a lot of people who just don't want to sit across from Skip on a weekly basis. They just don't. And that's another dynamic that Shannon was bringing to the show. It's a lot of guests that they had that it was really for Shannon, and they would actually come and tolerate Skip into a bit. I think only Lil Wayne, which is not no slouch or whatever, that's Lil Wayne, really bangs with Skip, so fucks with Skip like that, and we'll be like, okay, I'll come on the show and sit and talk to Skip. But you know, guys like Snoop, even the athletes, the Eddie Houses, the Steven Jacksons, the Mark Barnes and everything, no Shannon, they're probably not taking that. So it's going to be real tough for Skip Bayless. And he might actually fade and I'd kill his career by disrespecting Shannon Sharp on live TV and taking a personal shot over Tom Brady. Skip Bayless really might have killed his own career for Tom Brady, if you think about it. And that's insane to me. So yeah, these are my quick thoughts about the subject, man. Give me your thoughts about the future of Undisputed and the future of Skip Bayless on TV, man, because it's not looking too good in my opinion. And yeah, appreciate you guys for checking me out, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.